What's going on, guys? So I figured I'd just do a quick video on a couple new things I got in. Show you guys a new ignition I'm gonna try out for the drag baja. So alright, let's show you. And this is here is the stock one. Let's see. Some instructions. That's my bird screaming, if you guys don't know already. So here, let me show you the other ignition. This is supposed to be a high voltage ignition, so we'll see. It's supposed to increase the voltage, which gives you a better spark. But both of them are Akita, which comes on your stock Zenos. So, but they do have different part numbers on them, so I'm assuming that this one's a higher voltage than that one. I'm hoping. We'll see how the spark goes. Also, they claim that not that you gain crazy much more power, but better spooling throughout the RPM. So, and they claim more power. So, we'll see. But I got mine on deal of the day, so it was around $240. So that's the ignition there. Put this over here. Hold on a second. So this is the company that sells it. Company's TPS. This is called the Red Race 2, the race ignition. Here you go. Here's the difference in size. So I will show you the weight. Let me show you. I think that this one weighs a little more, which is, even though it's smaller, so we're gonna go by ounces. So you got 7.05. 7.05. And this one is a little heavier, but it's smaller, so it's gonna spool quicker, and it's supposed to have a higher voltage. So let's see, we'll try it. Let's see. In the drag race, and any little edge can help. So, and right now, most of the cars that are racing on the Northeast are very close in numbers now. A lot of people have been putting the time into their cars, and getting them much faster. So, thanks to all the guys that paved the way for the drag racers. So we can copy a little bit, so we can get our cars quicker, faster than some of the other years before, where it took guys, a couple seasons to get as fast. Now you got a lot of people running very similar numbers, so it's a driver's game. So I just had a race in Philadelphia. Shout out to all the people that put that event on, High Volt and Large Scale, Brooklyn Large Scale, for putting on an event for the end of the season. And shout out to all the guys in Philly for it was nice to come out there and race for the first time in Philadelphia. I didn't do too good because my car was having some issues with the fuel lines. it kept bogging out, and it was a little tough for traction. But supposed to have one more race before the end of the season, so I look forward to that November 1st in Philadelphia. You could find it on Facebook. If you look at High Volt RC's Facebook page, you could see when they post, if anybody wants to come out and race. So I'll show you a couple other things I got. Hold on a minute. So we got a couple things from RC Max that came in. Got another 2-speed. So now I got 2 Blackbone 2-speeds and 2 Blackbone and 2 King motors. So gotta have parts on hand in case anything breaks. Blackbone is hard to get stuff for these days. These are very hard to get, these 2-speeds. But the thing is, if you see the difference, the King motor 2-speeds are heavier than the King motor. So these are the, this is a King motor one, this is a King, a Blackbone. And you also get the, the Blackbone clutch bell, which is a better clutch bell. And I would say that so that's the difference. So a little heavier. Also, you can only get even numbers in the King motor gears. Right now, you can barely get any of the gears for this, but when they did have them, you could get all the gear sets. So let me get some other stuff. I'll show you some other things I got. So also got a 62mm clutch bell. This will be for the RC Max 71. I stole this clutch bell off it to put on my primal for the big bore I put on there. And then I also needed to get another 62mm RC Max clutch housing. And then this one, if you run the Blackbone 2-speeds, they come with a bigger diameter clutch bell, so you got to get either a Turtle Racing version 1, or you can get an RC Max 54mm, because the diameter for the hole here is bigger. It's 15mm instead of 13 or 12 is the standard one, and it comes with a bigger hole, so you got to get a different clutch housing. So 54mm clutch housing, 62mm, and I'll run the version 3 clutch, RC Max version 3, which is a really good clutch with the 2 springs. So hold on a second. And then we got Innovative RC diff case. I got a couple of these already. These are nice. They are heavier than the Turtle Racing ones, but they are nice. So I use this on my big bore stuff. I use the Turtle Racing diff savers on the drag Baja because they're a little lighter, so rotational mass. But this is definitely heavy duty setup. Innovative RC definitely has nice products. Let me get out the next thing. So next we picked up some heavy duty. These are Fat Dad. These were on sale, so I got them cheaper than they normally are. Normally they're like 200 something, so I think I got them for like 150. These are Fat Dad drive dog bones and cups. So seem a little heavier than the FLM, but they're stronger. So I don't want to break nothing. I'm going to be doing a new drag Baja build for next season, so I'll probably use these on that. And then for the big board, we got another titanium. Got a couple of these. These things are awesome, nice and light. This is a titanium RC Max lay shaft. Nice piece to have. Then I got another set of Blackbone trans gears for the diff for a Baja. Picked up I gotta get this anodized black, but this is a hybrid DIY RC Max out. I mean, well, this I'm gonna use it for a DIY, but this is for the Outlaw. An engine brace for this puppy right here. This is the new DIY RC Max hybrid chassis, and I got it anodized black to go with my thing. Let me take it out. I was originally going to use a Bartolone 5T chassis and then slap a modified RC backplate on there, but Mike Taylor came out with this, so I don't gotta do nothing. Just build it. Build a rear end of a Baja, and then put the front end for the low C5T. And then this is the engine that's planning to go in there. So I got a whole bunch. I've had the parts for about a year now. I just never built it. I bought this engine just to build a hybrid, but I never got around to building. I got so many other things going on. So I'm kind of glad I didn't build it because this chassis wasn't out then yet. So now I got this chassis to build it on. So I'm either gonna run this on here, or I may possibly convert my older 71 into a Supreme 71, and then maybe sell this, or I don't know yet. I like the RC Max a little better now because the weight. These engines, this is like 2 pounds heavier than the RC Max. So when you're dealing with the the center of gravity weight, it rolls a lot. But we'll see how it performs. It's definitely a fast engine though. Good engine power, all that, but I would rather a little lighter if I can, but it might be fine on the hybrid chassis. So I got to try it out, see how it does. On the Baja, to me this is a little heavy, the way that it handles. I don't like it. It like wants to roll over. So that's why I elected for the hybrid, so that way it should handle better. But we'll see. Here's some stuff I just got in from A-Main too. Or this is from Absolute Hobbies. I also do nitro. So got some oil for bearings. And then I don't know if anybody else has a Novarossi buggy clutch that they're running, but if you need, they discontinued that clutch, so if you need any pads, go to Absolute Hobby. They have them. I've just got some in case to stock up on them. I got a couple other sets, but it's always good to have them in stock. And I also picked up some springs from another person. So I got all different types of springs and clutch pads. So for the future, if you can't get parts, what good's the clutch then? So, and then this is from A-Main. Sticker sheet they give you. So I got a dynamite glow plug wrench that I needed. I wanted to get. This will be for the new drag Baja. These are the boxes like here. Receiver box Traxxas. If anybody's building a drag Baja, these are good. Here's the part number if you need it. Got a 14 tooth clutch bell, low C style, ride height gauge for nitro cars. Probably could use it on a 5th scale too. Some Avid exhaust gaskets for nitro. Tire glue. And This is a wrench for a multi-purpose wrench used for nitro stuff, glow plugs, clutch bells. And it also has some hex heads on there. So I'll show you real quick. This is something I also just got recently, trying it out to see how it does in my 5T. The Bartolone, this is an end bleed pipe. This is actually a buggy pipe for, I got it for my buggy that I didn't build yet, but I wanted to try it out on the 5T and see how it does. Not too bad. I mean, the bottom end is a little, not as much as some of the big bore pipes and stuff like that, but definitely has a lot of mid-range power and high-end power. It's really good. The mid-range is the best. So I'm gonna see. I have an 8,000 clutch spring in there now, so I'm gonna put a 10,000 and try and tune that so it hits higher in the RPM range. So maybe that might help it on the bottom. And I also am running a 22th clutch bell, so I might go down to a 19 and see. I do like that it's lighter with that pipe than some of the bigger pipes, and it tucks in there nice. The only problem is you got to cut your plastic right here if you want it, if you're going to keep it on there. So trying things out for that. I don't know if anybody, if you live locally, New Jersey or New York, Mikey Bats Racing, MBR, he puts on an event. Well, a bunch of people meet at Baisley Park in Brooklyn. You could check him out on Facebook, MBR Racing or Mikey Bats Racing, and see the events that he puts on, or you could message him if you got any questions. So I'm going to be going out there Sunday, and we'll see. And then I'm also working on this right now, the drag baja, get it ready for November 1st. Try and redeem myself a little bit, see if I can get further this time. I made it at a round 1, and then I lost to Spanky in the next round that I faced, which wasn't a bad race, but I was having problems with the fuel, so it bogged out off the line, and we didn't. It wasn't a good third race, so. But that's the name of the game. It's not always the fastest guy that wins, but the guy that his car lasts the longest and runs consistent. So, but hold on a second, I'll show you once I get the flywheel installed. So here we have the finished product. But if anybody buys this, I had an issue with, because I have a 34cc head on here, it's got a gasket to raise it a hair, so I had to Dremel these holes out to drop the magneto down lower. So I wasn't too happy about that, but looks like it's alright. Got a decent space there. So alright, hope everyone has a good week. Take it easy.